This is a photo I took in Kurashiki, a beautiful canal district in Okayama, the second city on my summer trip, where I stayed for 2 nights. In the previous video, I took you along to my first stop of the summer trip, photographing Bentenjima Beach, a countryside beach in Japan. And in this video, we will continue the journey to Ehime with a stop in Okayama, a laid-back city in western Japan, and the gateway to the nearby Art Island, including Naoshima, the one that I will visit later, and of course, I'll be shooting more film photos along the way. Let's go. Actually, the trip from Hamamatsu to Okayama is actually longer than my first days of the journey, about 7.5 hours in total with 67 stops, and I'm planning to hop off along the way for lunch, stretch my leg maybe, and of course take some photos. On my way to Okayama, I didn't really take too many photos. I think I was busy resting, enjoying the scenery, and switching trains. After trains and trains and trains, I decided to make a quick stop in Himeji, a small and beautiful city in Hyogo Prefecture. And as soon as I stepped out of the station, I remember I was greeted by a huge castle, which I later learned was Himeji Castle. This time, I was also testing a new color film from Mr. Negative called Same Same But Different 400, and I took a few shots around the station, and the result was surprisingly good. The colors reminded me a bit of Fuji 400 with strong blues and greens. I do really wanted to visit the castle properly, but I couldn't. I had to catch up to my next train to Okayama, and I'll definitely come back and stay in Himeji someday, of course. Actually, from here, Okayama is already close, just about like 20 more stops and an hour and a half away. When I was planning this trip, I thought taking only local trains all the way to Ehime from Tokyo might be super exhausting, but after 2 days and more than 100 stops, I've actually been enjoying it a lot. The views are beautiful and the trains aren't too basic as well. They are almost like the reserved seats one, and surprisingly very comfortable. I arrived in Okayama in the late afternoon and took a short rest, then headed out for a quick dinner after that. And then I think on that day I just kept it easy because tomorrow I'd be exploring Okayama, especially Kurashiki, and visiting Naoshima, the island of art. So it's now my second day here in Okayama. After a good rest last night, I decided to make a quick visit to Kurashiki. It's best known for its Bikan Historical Quarter, a beautifully preserved canal district lined with Edo period warehouses, white-walled merchant houses, and willow trees. I stayed for about 3 hours and just wandering around, relaxing, and taking some photos. I think I messed up with the light meter. My Nikon FE was giving me some trouble here, both with metering and what looks like a bit of light leak. Since it's a film camera, I didn't realize the problem right away, but luckily I had brought another camera with me, so I was still able to get some good shots. I'm actually pretty happy with this one. The mattering was spot on, no light leaks, and the scene itself was beautiful. A traditional Japanese house with someone in a kimono pouring water onto the streets. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm not sure why my Nikon FE wasn't working as usual. The light meter felt off and there were some light leaks too. I will probably need to have it checked. This was my last photo in Kurashiki. After that, I headed straight to Uno Port to catch a ferry to Naoshima. The train ride to Uno Port took about an hour and a half, and the ferry crossing itself was surprisingly quick, only around 25 minutes. I'm honestly starting to really like this film stock. I love how punchy yet clean the results can be. The ferry ride itself was really fun. I spent most of the time out on the deck taking photos because the light and the sky were just too beautiful to ignore. I'm glad that the last few shots on my Nikon FE turned out better than the earlier ones. No light leaks this time and the mattering seemed fine too. A famous art island, especially known for Yayoi Kusama's pumpkin art installation. But to be honest with you, I think I should have come to this island for a full day, not a half day, because I ended up not being able to enjoy all of the art installations there because I needed to take the last ferry back to Okayama again. But I can say my trip to Naoshima is also not bad. I can take quite a lot of pictures and ride an electric bike to go around the island and enjoy it slowly. I can't make the rain stop, but I think because the heat was really bad, the summer in Japan is bad for me, even from me who comes from the tropical country like Indonesia. So I wasn't really enjoy to go around in that like heat in a very hot situation. So I decided to just chill and enjoy the island with electric bike. As soon as I arrived on the island, The first thing I saw was a giant red pumpkin, an art installation by Yayoi Kusama. It's large polka dot sculpture that you can actually walk inside and interact with.
I can't make stand still. I won't conquer all your fears. And
I took a few shots of it, but unfortunately the film in my Nikon FE was giving me a bad metering, so I only ended up with a handful of shots from my other camera. Since it's a port area, there were plenty of interesting things to see, so I wandered around a bit and took some more photos.
love you more.
I like this shot, but since it was taken directly toward the sun, the exposure feels a bit off to me. The sea, the beach, and the port, these are really my kind of places. Scenes like these are exactly what I love to photograph. I really like this shot. The lighting was amazing, so it's no surprise it turned out really well. The only thing I regret is forgetting to stop down the aperture to around f5.6 or f8, so there's a bit of vignetting over here. So I'm in Naoshima right now. It's called the Island of Art. So a lot of art from like Yayoi Kusama and etc. is in this island. But coming here in the summertime is not a really good idea in my opinion, because it's so hot. And if you, like for me, like I rent a bike today and then it's super hot. I couldn't really like enjoy the bike cycling here. I couldn't really enjoy the art as well. So I think if you want to like enjoy the art, enjoy the island, I think coming outside summer, like let's say spring or autumn, might be better, like way much better. But I mean now I just enjoy the island, enjoy the, you know, the scenery, the sea, and taking some pictures, but not really enjoying the art because like I need to walk, I need to bike cycling, which is like really hot here. So yeah, but I'm still enjoying this island. I ended up taking a lot of photos with my Nikon FE, but that whole roll was failed. Unfortunately, I only used my Nikon FE until I had to catch the last ferry back to Okayama. And glad that I finally got a proper shot there, because at that time I used my Minolta TC1 on my way back to the city. So stick around to see those photos.
Finally awakened, we're taking the high road.
I love this shot. I have to say I'm pretty satisfied with this film from Mr. Negative. It reminds me of Fuji 400 but with a bit more punch. I saved the best roll for the last. Kodak Portra never lets me down. I'm glad that I loaded it into my Minolta instead of the Nikon. This one feels perfect to me. I love the scene itself and the framing worked out nicely, with the roof where I was standing and the people in the shot lining up just right by accident. But what I love the most is the lighting. It was just perfect for this film stock. You have probably heard me say this a lot by now, but Kodak Portra really delivers exactly the look I'm going for, and I'm so happy with the results. That's it for the second and third days of my summer trip to Ehime. In the next video, I'll finally share the story of reaching a place I've dreamed of visiting for 6 years, Ehime and Shimonada Station. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video very soon. Peace.